Morning, everyone. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday morning. It's about 7:15 in the morning where I'm at, and figured I'd throw together a couple of videos for you guys on Slackbots. Here recently, I've been playing around, especially at work, using them to integrate different services and alike just to make, I guess, the lives of our developers easier. And it was interesting. I was talking to some folks on my team and was curious why no one had kind of played around with Slack bots before. And the, I guess, overwhelming response was, I guess, intro to the space is not super easy, which struck me as a little weird because Slack has some awesome documentation around all of their APIs, how to use them, and how to integrate them. But with that, it is a bit overwhelming to, I guess, digest all that information and get something up and running. So if you guys have seen other videos of mine, great, welcome back. If not, I've got a webpage called Coffee, Code, and Creatine. And under my programming tab, I keep some of the, I guess, little side projects that I'm working on. So this weekend, I threw together three little Slack bots, so to speak. I've got a Slack Scrum bot, which is one of the ones we use daily. I've got the Slack Events API example and the Slack RTM or real time messaging API example. I figured I would go through each one of them this morning, give you guys a quick little walkthrough on how to set it up and get it going. And if you guys want to use that as a springboard into making your own Slack apps, more is the better. To start, I'm going to go with the Slack real-time messaging API example. This is probably the easiest and probably most naive implementation you can come up with. So without further ado, let's get started. So first things first, what you're going to want to do is clone down this repo. So if you click on the little link here, this will take you to my Git page, and you can go ahead and grab the Git link. So first things first, you're going to want to open up terminal or iterm or whatever you want to use and make, I suppose, a directory to throw your code in. So I'm just going to go off of my root. We're going to go make a directory, and we are going to call this Slack help, I guess. All right. So now that we are in Slack help, we want to go ahead and git clone this lovely little repo. There we go. Got it. And we're going to open it up in, I guess, whatever IDE of choice. So I don't know about you guys. I guess I should have called this out first. This is written in Python. So my Python IDE of choice is PyCharm. I'm running the professional version, which you have to pay for. But if you are a little tight on money or a broke college kid, we've all been there at one point in time, you can get the community edition, which has like 90% of the features, and it's completely free. So first things first, let's open up that repo that we just downloaded, Slack help. Let's open this guy up. Poof. All right, now, if you guys like, there is a README, which lists out all the things that you're going to want to do at a fairly high level. So kind of what we're going to go through is we're going to create an application inside of Slack. We're going to add a bot user to the Slack application. We will need to enable OAuth. For the bot user, we'll want to grant the bot a certain scope of privileges, copy the Slackbot token into the config file for this particular program, and then launch it, and then we can talk to it in Slack. If you guys hear that, that is my washing machine. It has an obnoxious end of cycle chime. Just ignore it. All right, so first things first, we need to create an application in Slack. So let's go to slack.com. Kerplunk. Sound effects are free. And I am coffee, code, and creatine. I'm gonna log in. And this will take us to Slack, whoop-de-doo, and we will go to our admin page and manage apps. Whoop-de-doo. See, I was playing around with Slackbot earlier today. So we're going to go build. We're going to go start building. And we are going to create a new app. So this will be real-time message example. We are going to go ahead and place it in coffee code and creatine, create our application. There we go. First things first, you're going to want to come down to OAuth and permissions. Install the, that's fine, you need at least one permission to scope and install. Okay, well that's different. So first things first, apparently we're going to do scopes. So scopes, you just scroll down. We want, I believe it is bot.write or some such. Yeah, send messages as RTM example. This will be whatever you named your bot to be, but you want chat write bot. So add that, hit save, then you're going to want to install the application to your workspace. It's going to ask you to authorize, and then there you go. You will get an OAuth access token. Go ahead and copy this. We'll need that later. Next thing you are going to want to do is, now that you have the application up and running, you want to add a bot user. So click add bot user. Display name is RTM example. Default username RTM example. That's all on good. So go ahead and hit bot user. And Slack's going to complain and ask you to reinstall just because you added new things to the bot and it wants you to reauthorize. All right, there we go. So as far as using the real-time message API, that is all there is to it. Pretty straightforward on the Slack side of things. Next, we're going to go back to our code, open up our config file, and your Slackbot token, that OAuth token you copied earlier, go ahead and paste that in there. There you go. So just to give you guys a bit of a walk around the code, we've got this Slack real-time messaging API example. And this is as bare bones, well, not exactly bare bones, but it is almost as bare bones as you can get, is to having a Slackbot send a message. So the way this works is we set up our Slack client, we connect to the real-time message API, and we go into an infinite loop to continuously pull it for messages. We read, we set that to messages, we'll print out our messages. If there's actually data in it, we'll break it apart by message and iterate through, as long as the subtype is not none. There's user and there is text, and the text is bot test. We'll go ahead and pull the channel, create a message, and then send that through the Slack API. And then we'll sleep for a second. So that's pretty much all there is to it. Next things next, you are going to want to go ahead and launch the app. So let's go into our Slack real-time message API example. And our terminal, we have all of our files. If you guys are familiar with Python, great. You probably know that you'll want to install your requirements. If you're new to Python, you might not. I'm using Python 3 on my machine. You guys may be using Python 2, but regardless, good practice to install your requirements. So pip3 install Python type install -rret. I'm awful at spelling. So install your requirements. All of mine are already installed, so we're good to go there. We can clear out of that. And then Python 3, we want to go ahead and launch this bad boy. And it should apparently fail out for whatever reason. RTM Slack server Slack login error, connection failed. Well, that's fun. What did we do wrong, guys? All right, so apparently I failed to log in. That's probably something with my OAuth. All of that should be good. My bot user OAuth access token should have been correct. Although that looks a bit verbose for what I thought I copied. Yeah, what did I do? Oh, I copied over the OAuth access token. So you definitely want the bot user OAuth access token. Just grabbed the wrong thing earlier. So at any rate, back to our terminal. Hopefully this will all go well and good. So this is that printout statement for what it's pulling from the API. So the first message is always a hello, and then we're getting empty messages. So if we go back to our Slack, let's go ahead and make a new channel, and we can call this bot help. Create a channel. Slack wants to help us out. We are going to go ahead and invite our RTM example. Bring the bot into our channel. And then the only phrase we are listening for right now is bot test. So if we go back to Slack and go bot test, right, we should get responding to bot test message sent by Jacob Daigle, which is me. So everything synced up, everything authenticated, we are listening for messages and replying. And so that is a basic configuration of how to make a Slack bot. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you guys have any questions, don't be shy about reaching out. If you like, you can go to my webpage. I've got pretty much every feasible way to get in contact with me. I've got Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Slack, Gmail, what have you. So if you guys have questions, let me know. Leave a comment on the video, what have you. But hope this was helpful, and I hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later. Bye.